Good morning, children. It's good to see you. Do some of you guys get an allowance? Your mom and dad gives you some money every now and then? No? Okay. That's all right. Some of you, maybe they ask you to do something around the house or whatever, and they pay you something for that. Do they do that? I thought so. Because I've heard that some of you guys mow grass and get paid for doing it. Well, it's raining out there, so now the grass will grow more and you'll get to have a chance to do that some more. But anyway, you know, the Bible, there's a story in there about Jesus who told a story about a farmer who was going to hire some people to work for him. And in those days, the people who were looking for work, they came to the market every morning. And this farmer went to the market, and they started very early, like 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when everybody started working. And so this farmer went to the market, and he saw people there waiting for a job for the day. And he says, "Will you work for me?" "Absolutely, we need work." And so they agreed to work for him for a penny. That was a day's wage. It's not much now, but it was a lot more back then. Anyway, so these guys came, they started working at 6 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, the farmer went back and found more people who were looking for work. And he said, "Will you work for me today?" "Oh, absolutely." He says, "I'll pay you whatever it's worth." "All right." And so they went and worked for the farmer. At 12 o'clock, the farmer went back and found more people. At 3 o'clock, he went back and found more people. At 5 o'clock, you know when they quit work? They quit work at 6. Worked 12 hours a day. So 1 hour before it was time to quit, he went back to the market, and there was some men standing there still, and he says, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Well, nobody hired us today." He says, "Well, I will hire you. Come and work for me, and I'll pay you whatever it's worth." Well, at the end of the day, they all lined up to get paid, and the people who had only worked there 1 hour got paid first. And it went down the 1 hour people, the 3 o'clock people, the 12 o'clock people, whatever. And they all got paid a whole day's wage for working 1 hour or 3 hours or whatever it was. And those people who had worked at 6 o'clock in the morning thought, "Whew, this is really good. We're going to get paid a lot," because those guys didn't do much and they got paid a whole day. But they only got paid the same. They were not very happy. They were not very happy. They didn't think that was fair, but that's what they had agreed for, and actually it was fair because they got paid a whole day's wage. Well, when we get to heaven, we're all going to have a crown. And every crown is going to be a little bit different. Some crowns are going to have maybe just a few stars in it, we're told. Some will have a whole bunch of stars in it. But the difference with when we get to heaven and those words